Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, we're using much less here than we anticipated. We thought this was going to be originally, this was going to be a direct hit into Miami, and we would have been satisfied anyway. No, we need help on the border. Well, the numbers are really good. I want to thank again the country of Mexico. They have 25,000 soldiers right now protecting our border, and they've done a fantastic job, so we appreciate that very much.
Numbers now, we'll be releasing those early next week, but we're looking at a reduction of over 50% from...
Secretary of Defense spoke with members of Congress and explained it to them, and I think he felt very good about it. He feels it's a national security problem. I do too. It is. When you have thousands of people trying to rush our country, I think that's national security. When you have drugs pouring into our country, I view that as national security. And he had very good conversations with various members of Congress. Problem. They're getting killed financially. Their inflation is... last year I gave the farmers $16 billion out of tariffs. The year before that, because they were targeted by China, the year before that I gave our farmers $12 billion. And the way we figured that, I said, how badly have our farmers been hit by targeting from China? And I was told they were hit to the tune of $16 billion. And I made up that $16 dollar for dollar to the farmers. So the farmers are extremely happy, and they also know, and they're warriors, they also know we have to do this with China. We can't let this go on. Who is? Who? Do you have any comment on that? And let me tell you, if I wanted to do nothing with China, my stock market, our stock market, would be 10,000 points higher than it is right now. But somebody had to do this. To me, this is much more important than the economy. Somebody had to do this. We had to do it with China. Had to be done. And I'm not even talking about purely economically. I'm talking about in other ways also. And it was out of control, and they were out of control. So we'll see what happens. If they want to make a deal, they'll make a deal. If they don't want to make a deal, that's fine. But I have a call. We're waiting for the call. They're having a lot of trouble with the telephones over there, as you can imagine. Iran is a country with tremendous potential. We're not looking for regime change. They have tremendous potential, and I think they're going to want to take advantage of that potential. I really believe that. I think North Korea is a country with tremendous potential, and I think they're going to want to take advantage of it. So we'll see what happens. But Iran has tremendous potential, and I can't imagine they're going to want to go through what they're going to have to go through if they want to do it the hard way. So we'll see what happens.
Excuse me, American Red Cross spaces for 65,000.
I mean, I very much appreciate President Macron's involvement, but we're not dealing through President Macron. People are dealing with us directly. We don't have to go through another country. We've had a lot of help if we want it from Japan. Japan is one of their biggest, possibly their biggest buyer of oil. They have a big relationship. That's Prime Minister Abe. So we don't need anybody to deal. We can deal directly if we want. Sure. Just President Obama. This should have been done by President Bush and President Clinton. This should have been done a long time. But other countries are offering help. They'd like to see it straightened out. But they also agree with me. We had a great G7, and they all agreed no nuclear weapons for Iran. They all agree. No nuclear weapons for Iran. Country, when I came into office, Iran was absolutely... Well, Boris is a friend of mine, and he's going at it. There's no question about it. He's in there. I watched him this morning. He's in there fighting. And he knows how to win. Boris knows how to win. Don't worry about him. He's going to be okay. Everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.